creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Fanhome build the legendary Cyborg building Robocop. In this video we're going to complete stage 48 of the build. Let's go. With every stage of the build comes component parts and a magazine. These are the components for stage 48. That's really good graphic there. I can't wait to get that face plate for my helmet. Let's have a look and see what we will be doing. So here's a list of all the components and the step-by-step instructions. So this is the pelvis part 3. So we'll be putting in this upper section that will link to the like stomach area that we haven't done yet. It just shows you where we'll be doing. So that's the pelvis there, that's the hip that we've connected these two pieces. Edible robots. So before I start any build, I just like to make sure we've got everything that we're supposed to have before we start building. So here's the list of components. Got his left leg there. Components and screws. More components and screws. Okay, so we've got 48A, which is the lower lumbar joint. We have the lower lumbar joint support 1 and 2. And we've got these two, 48D and 48E, which is the lower lumbar joint friction block 1 and 2. That's those two. We've got AM screws and EM screws, although that says FM screws. Mistake there. Okay. Note the parts shown here may be slightly different from those included in this issue. Okay. Yep, I get that. So we've got our screws, we've got our screwdrivers, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. So this system here works the same way as the ankle joint. So we get the first one, the friction block, the bigger one. So that's the smaller one there. So we put the bigger one in there, and then we put the smaller one in on top, like that. Next thing, we've got this, which is the lower lumbar joint, and that goes in there, although it's not going to stay in there. Like that. Then we've got to put the cover. This is lower lumbar support 2, which goes over there like that and holds everything into place. Just checking if it's that way or if it's that way. I don't know. I don't think there is. I don't think there is a way. And then we're going to fix it in place with 4 AP screws. That will hold it all together. Sorry, AM screws, should I say. 4 AM screws. Okay, let's set this back where it's supposed to go. Put the first screw in. So we just need it holding first. I'm not going to tighten it yet. Get the second one in and then it won't fall apart. There we go. Get the next 2 in. One in that corner. And then one in the last corner. See, there it moves. So I'm just going to tighten it up with my favourite screwdriver, but maybe not too tight, because if I do it too tight it might not move. I'll test that. So that's in tight. That still moves. Do the diagonal. It should start to close. That still moves. That diagonal. I'll loosen it if it stops moving. See? Yeah, it's not moving at all now, so I'm just going to loosen that. Loosen that one. That's the thing about it. If you go in too tight, it does. Let's loosen that one. And see if it moves. It does move. Yeah, it still moves. That's all I need it to do, is to move. So we take this assembly and we put it into the pelvis like this. Let's check how it goes in. It sits there like that, and then need to screw it into place. It's very difficult to do because, let's see. Yeah, so it goes. Let's see. It goes there like that. I'm going to put the first screw in as I'm holding it. There, like that. I know you can't see probably the detail. Alright, let's try that again. Get the second screw in. I might not be able to use this one now because it's not the right screw. Yeah, it's near enough. There we go. So we see. So we got that in there now. This that moves. Okay. And that's it there. That's what it should look like when it's done. Like that. And that completes stage 48 of the build.